Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Talk podcast. First, we will start with global markets and end with strategies on some stocks and indices. China's economic outlook is showing no signs of improvement. Economists now see China's GDP growing 5.1% this year, down from earlier projection of 5.20. It will help Indian markets. Asian stocks edged higher after the S&P 500 notched its first back-to-back advance in August. Bond yield fell to 4.18 from the levels of 4.23, while the dollar index was at 103.9. European natural gas surged over 10% on Monday as Chevron received a strike notice in Australia. The GIFT Nifty is at an unchanged levels. FIs are consistently selling in the equity markets, and till date they have sold more than 17,000 crores. Thanks to domestic institutions, as they have offsetted the figure by adding 19,000 crores in the current month. While looking at the entire setup of the market, Nifty is finding difficulties to sustain at higher levels, even though it was around 19,350, 370 levels. From there all the way it closed at 19,300, which is an indication of consistent profit taking at higher levels. For the day, 19,200, 19,220 is going to act as major support for the market, and below that we can expect weakness towards 19,100 or maybe 19,000 levels. The strategy should be to look for creating short positions if it breaks the levels of 19,000 with a stop loss at 19,270. On the higher side, as we mentioned, 19,400 is going to act as resistance, and in case the market manages to sustain above the levels of 19,400, then only we can expect short covering. Otherwise, we are expecting range bound to weak sort of market. For the Bank Nifty, 44,200 is going to act as major support. Yesterday we saw good amount of activity in almost all the private banks. They recovered from their day's low, but the overall activity remained in a range. It failed to cross the levels of 44,750, and today if we see the Bank Nifty is crossing 44,750, then we can expect further more activity. Otherwise, there also we are expecting range bound sort of activity. Below 44,200 it may fall to the levels of 44,000 or 43,850. For the Nifty IT Index, it is completely mixed, and it is in the range 31,300 and 30,700 is the trading range for the Nifty IT Index. But if we go through with the stock specific activity, then yesterday we saw good amount of activity in private banks, cement companies, railways, as well as fertilizer companies. From the private bank space, we like ICICI Bank, Axis Bank. There we are expecting further more activity in the near term. Also railways, from the railway basket, stocks like RITES, RITES, RVNL, as well as we saw a good amount of activity in RailTel. These are the stocks on which technically we are keeping a close watch, and there we are expecting further more activity if they manages to cross their important levels. From the fertilizer space, we saw some activity in RCF, GSFC, GNFC, and furthermore activity is not ruled out. So there also we can keep a close watch. From the Nifty 50 basket, L&T, M&M, as well as Cipla did well. L&T is holding above the levels of 2,500, 2,600 on the back of specific news flow of the buyback. Mahindra & Mahindra did well at the end of the month, so there we can expect upward activity, and Cipla from the pharma space is showing lot of outperformance. While Reliance as well as ITC failed to sustain at higher levels, we are expecting further more weakness in Reliance to the levels of maybe 2,400 or 2,380, based on its current technical formation. And for ITC, we are of the view that, and we believe that it is heading for the levels of 430 from the levels of 440, 441. Friends, that's all from my side. With this, I'm ending today's call. Thank you. Have a great day to all of you.